Minecraft. I don't know about this one, guys. I really don't know. I got this video, I think, from my Discord. Minecraft's most amazing builds. It's an 11-minute video, and I mean, as you can tell, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I hope I like it. I don't think I'm gonna like it. It's just building stuff. That's all Minecraft is. You just build things. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I know nothing about Minecraft, so I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see. We're just gonna see how it goes. But before we see how it goes, if you did not already know, I am a self-published author. These are my books, Magic Required and Dominion Required, follow the story of a character named Lachlan, who is a Celtic demigod trying to find a redemption he is not sure he deserves. Bloodkin and Curses is the first in an adjacent series and follows Dyson Blake through her new life as a vampire as she navigates a world she never knew existed while trying to avoid an ancient curse. Unlike most vampire novels, Bloodkin and Curses is a father-daughter story between Dyson and her maker Zerace. If you are looking for a sexy romance vampire novel, Janine Frost writes a good one. I just want you guys to know what you're getting into. I know you're not supposed to, as a writer, read reviews, but I definitely read all the reviews. I don't respond to them. Although I did post one on my Instagram because it was scathing. Like very, very harsh, but I got 2 stars. And at the bottom of this review, just like ripping the book, the reviewer wrote 2 stars for the cover. That's a good cover, right? That cover alone is worth 2 stars. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you buy my books or not, I greatly appreciate it. If you have bought it, especially on Amazon, please leave a review. That is very, very helpful for me as an independently published author. Once a book gets 50 reviews on Amazon, it starts getting suggested to people when they buy books in a similar genre. So for Magic Required, Dominion Required, or Bloodkin and Curses, if you have bought it on Amazon, please leave a review and then feel free to tell everyone you know to do the same. All right, Minecraft, let's go.
In Minecraft, you can do anything. At its
Can you
core,
tell a
the
story?
game is a sandbox, and with so many different blocks, items, and mechanics at your disposal, players can create pretty much whatever they want. And they have. Today, I'll be covering some of Minecraft's most amazing builds ever. But quickly, we're only 100,000 subscribers away from the big 500k.
Yo, not anymore. This guy is now, look at that, 1.2 million. Amazing job,
that'd be just
sir.
Incredible. So please
Amazing
do consider
job.
it means the world to me, and I hope you enjoy the video. You're probably familiar with the 2 types of temples in Minecraft. You've got the basic desert temple and the jungle temple, which are decently sized structures but absolutely pale in comparison to the temples built by others. This enormous desert pyramid built by Trixie Blocks is 400 by 400 blocks wide, 177 blocks tall, and puts the desert temple to shame. Not only does this insane megastructure have a beautifully designed outside complete with several statues and runes, the inside is also
I was
out
just
with a
gonna
lovely
ask if we can
sarcophagus
go
and patterned
inside.
floor. But Trixie Blocks doesn't stop there. He also made this absurdly large jungle pyramid, which I think looks even cooler than the revamped desert temple. This 200 by 200 behemoth is kitted with a lovely centerpiece as well as Aztec carvings running their way around the base. Not only that, the interior is full of Indiana Jones style traps as well as a golden idol in the center. I should also point out the amazing
Somebody built this whole thing block by block? On what device? Like on your iPad? My brain just exploded a little bit.
Let's look at something a bit more true to life. This is the entire country of Denmark in Minecraft. In 2014, the Danish government decided, screw it, let's build our country in block game. And they did. This 1-to-1 scale recreation of Denmark is over 4 trillion blocks, and its file size is more than 1 terabyte. That's insane.
Why?
Sadly, we can't have nice things though, and American hackers got into the server, blew it up with TNT, and left flags all over the map.
Wow.
Yeah, my country. But why stop at just Denmark? Showcase on the Pippin F2S YouTube channel is the amazing BTE project, building the Earth 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft by hand.
The Earth.
This absolutely monumentous undertaking is being carried out by dozens of builders working all on one country. Monumentous undertaking is being carried out by dozens of builders working all on one country or city at a time. Since March 21st, 2020, when the project was announced, they've already constructed North Korea, Singapore, Antarctica, and 4 more massive locations. The project has gathered tons of attention and looks absolutely stunning so far. It'll be very exciting to see how it turns out. Now, I mentioned before how the government of Denmark made a recreation of their country in Minecraft. But this next build is the complete opposite. A build hated by several governments across the world. This is the Uncensored Library. Built by 24 builders and run by Reporters Without Borders, this gorgeous and unique build gives voices to those living in oppressive regimes. In several countries, the freedom of the press that we take for granted is banned. But using Minecraft as a loophole, reporters and bloggers around the globe can share news of their countries through this build. There is literally an article from every country, as well as a few specialized chambers with sculptures reflecting that country's culture. Not to mention, the library itself has beautiful scenery and a world download if you want to explore for yourself. Definitely one of the coolest uses of Minecraft I've ever seen. Mega builds are enormous and take hours even when built in creative mode. I mean, imagine building one of these things in survival. That would take ages, right? Well, what about 5 years? Undoubtedly, some of the most impressive Minecraft creations are found in Philza's hardcore worlds, filled with incredible builds such as Atlantis, the completely submerged End Dimension Aquarium, and Chaos Caverns, the man-made sprawling cave fitted with decorations ranging from witch platforms to a custom stronghold. The fact that Philza did all of this in survival and with only 1 life should prove how incredible the whole thing is. But imagine just how much more incredible it would be if people were constantly trying to destroy Philza's builds, and he built them anyway. This is the case of 2b2t, the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, where since there are no rules, your base would be lucky to last a few weeks without being blown up. And that's why Mew Megabase is so impressive. Mew Megabase is perhaps one of the most beautiful survival bases I've ever seen, and the fact that it was made all on 2b2t and lasted for nearly 3 years puts into perspective how massive of an accomplishment it is. The base is stunning, fitted with several temples, custom biomes, structures, and a huge man-made mountain with a castle on top. And the story doesn't end there. After coordinates of the base were leaked because of an exploit, the builders submerged the major parts of their build in water, protecting it from most incoming danger. It's an incredible and admirable tale. I don't know what exact players deserve credit for this masterpiece, but on screen are some of the contributors to the project. On 2b2t, Mew Megabase is pretty famous, but let's look at some other famous builds. This Mario may look pretty basic and old, and that's because it is. This is actually the first pixel art and the second Minecraft video ever uploaded to YouTube. It was posted by JWAP in 2009 on alpha version 0.0.11. It's surreal to see how the game has progressed since then, but this build is puny compared to the largest pixel art ever. This thing used to be the first result for Minecraft pixel art until it was recently beaten by Among Us. This absolutely gigantic 1.13 million block pixel art depicts an image published by Blizzard for an event, and is actually a world record build. Larger pixel arts have been made with software, but this enormous creation was built completely by hand over the course of several live streams. Going back to 2B, another very famous base is this one. A base that lasted not 1 week, not 1 month, and not even 1 year, but a whole 8 years on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft. From 2012 to 2020, the monastery persisted. Founded by Marcus, Asobo, and Fractal, and continued by Zapama, this now gorgeous base has a rich history that I can barely cover in 1 video. It has a ton of Oriental-style buildings, a railway system down below the surface, and even supposed interference from the admin of the server, Housemaster. It's an incredible base even without the 8-year lifespan. Speaking of monasteries, check this out. This stunning Japanese valley was built by Jericraft, and it looks absolutely amazing.
That does look really
I can't put even in words how good it looks. A huge Japanese-style castle surrounded by village houses and protected by enormous guardian statues all stand on a beautiful custom-made mountain range. This is probably my favorite building style, and Jericraft did a, for lack of a better word, super duper incredible job creating this build. It's one of my personal favorite builds ever, and I could spend my whole life here if I didn't have other commitments.
Really though?
Jeracraft has a ton of other legendary
cool.
builds, one of which is the Lost City of Atlantis. It has a beautiful underwater castle surrounded by buildings, jellyfish, schools of fish, and a custom subsurface coral reef. Keep in mind, this was before coral was actually added as a block into the game. Atlantis aside though, perhaps Jeracraft's most epic and admirable build is this one, a revamp of one of his subscribers' worlds. One of Jeracraft's fans got scammed for $250 for a poorly made transformation of their build.
I don't know what that means.
So being the awesome guy he is, Jeracraft took it upon himself to make a free transformation of the subscriber's build, and it was 100 times better than the scam revamp. The newly constructed kingdom has lovely terrain including a volcano, a sprawling frontier of houses, towers, and ships, and a glorious castle sitting atop it all. This noble build looks stunning, and its context makes it all the more lovable. But let's quickly take a break from more traditional buildings and look at something a bit more wacky. Optical illusions. This map made by Bigger contains 8 different and weird looking illusions. For example, this one. This ball and stick illusion seems okay at first until you look at it more and it just becomes confusing. I mean, how is this stick on this ball? It's also connected to this ball? I just don't know. Or this one that looks fine at first until you realize this staircase just keeps going up but never gets anywhere. Somehow you always end up starting at the same place even when you keep going upwards. I just don't understand. Same with this water sculpture that makes it look like water is flowing nowhere and yet somehow ends up above itself. Next, what can only really be described as an infinity bagel that crosses under and over itself, all while being seamlessly connected. And finally, this super cool moving T-Rex that looks like it turns its head to look at you as you pass by it. I genuinely have no idea how this works and it boggles my mind. Oh, and there's also this really weird one. Apparently there's this red subscribe button that when you click it, it turns
so funny.
Not really sure how that one works, but I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself and see how it goes. But seriously, please subscribe and it's done. Thank you. Pokemon, we all love them. Right?
Okay, that was funny.
If you do giant
I'll subscribe.
Pokemon
I don't know that I'll ever watch anything else on the
I Know
channel,
Stupid
but...
or Inno Stupid, I know how to say it, I Know Stupid, has been churning out Pokemon-related mega builds over the course of more than 4 years, and they look great.
Whoa.
I mean, this father-son duo has some of the best-looking Pokemon mega builds I've ever seen in my whole life. They look amazing. Also, they're really close to 10k subscribers, so if you made it this far and you like what you see, then you should also definitely subscribe to them. They totally deserve it. The Pokemon movie took place in a massive city. And you know what else is a city? Sokovia. Smooth transition, I know.
Oh my god.
Undoubtedly, out of every Minecraft build I've ever seen in my life, one of the absolute most incredible is this recreation of a scene from Age of Ultron, where the city of Sokovia is ripped out of the earth. Built again by the wizard that is Trixie Blocks, this absolute behemoth of a build towers over everything around it, and it's impossible to fit it all in one shot. From the detailed city to the lovely mountainside to the actual floating island centerpiece, everything about this build is just stunning. It's beautiful. It's incredible. You can even say it's marvelous.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have to admit that was fun.
Okay, I will not lie, that was way more enjoyable than I thought it was gonna be. I did not intend to subscribe to this guy's channel, and oh no, it looks like my camera is overheating, so I gotta unplug it and let it rest. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Let me know if you guys are Minecraft players, and I'd love to know the answers to any of my questions through all that. It was very overwhelming, but way more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, taking care of yourselves and each other, being friends instead. And until next time, may the force be with you. Live long and prosper, and I'll be back.